What's up, Style Nation? Katie here, your favorite personal stylist and host of the Style for Life podcast. My mission on this show is to give you the key codes on how to transform your style into that VIP backstage pass to success. The styling strategies and mindset hacks that I share on the show each week are the same ones I use with my clients to boost their confidence, to book more clients, and to simply just feel good. Not to mention, these techniques are the exact same ones that I've implemented personally over the last 3 years of building my own brand. After I was let go on Zoom from my 17-year marketing career. So if they can help me in my ego build this business and overcome that transition, I know that they can help and work for you too. So tune in every week as we decode the world of fashion, discover the power of confidence, and give you the scoop on how to create a style that amplifies your brands and your life. Swipe on that bold lipstick, hit the subscribe button, because Styled for Life, this is where style isn't about what you wear, but how you live. Let's start the show. I see you, and I know what you're thinking. It's time to break out of your fashion fog and do the thing in 2024. So whether you're booking that new photo shoot or you're hosting an in-person retreat, or maybe this is the year that you get on some stages and you talk, or you have a podcast tour coming up, whatever it is, it's time to get styled. So book a style consult today so we can determine the easiest way to turn your wardrobe and you into a powerhouse of confidence. Your message deserves to reach the masses. And this is how we can do that, by amplifying your style and amplifying your confidence. So book a style consult today and we'll determine what you need. Maybe it's a VIP day. Maybe it's a color analysis or a wardrobe update. Or maybe the Style Squad is exactly what you need to grow your style, reawaken parts of yourself, and do it alongside other amazing female entrepreneurs. Either way, book your call today and let's start that conversation. Because honestly, December is the perfect time to plant seeds for Q1. It's my favorite time for reflecting and planning and just laying the groundwork for what's going to be the best year ever. I'm calling it right now. Best year ever. Time to break out that fashion fog. And if you're wondering, yes, all of this can be done virtually. Every single piece of it. The link will be in the show notes to book if you're ready to book that style consult. And guess what? It's time to get back to the show. What's up, lady? Welcome back to another episode of Styled for Life. And I promise you, this is going to be the juiciest podcast that you tune into for the rest of 2023. Not just here, but everywhere. I don't have on this extra shirt for nothing. All right, let's get started. So today we are going to dive into design patterns and color palettes, but not in a way that you've ever experienced them before. This is single-handedly my client's favorite session. This is like the aha moment. This is the thing that everyone always remembers, that always comes back after the fact, that my LinkedIn coaches are like, how come you're not putting this on LinkedIn? My mindful coaches are like, oh my God, this is like magic. I can't wait to dial into this with my clients. Like everyone's always like this, more of this. Because this is all about you. It's all about you. It's all about exactly who you are and where you are right now and how you can use your natural design patterns to feel amazing in your outfits and to create visually pleasing outfits that make you feel good and everyone around you feel amazing too. And I will fill you in and give you more. Before we get started, as always, I just wanted to remind you guys of resources. So outside of the podcast, I always include free resources in each episode's show notes as well. So it's that time of year. We're doing a lot of shopping for ourselves and for other people. Maybe you're looking for some stocking stuffers. I have shoppable mood boards and wish lists already curated for you. So you can go in there, you can do some self-shopping if you're looking for high quality stocking stuffers, beauty products and skincare products and makeup products that are tried and true. I have you covered. I have a shoppable mood board for that as well. But to make this so easy, because just opening a shoppable mood board and diving in isn't the answer. First, you got to really know yourself. So take the brand new style personality quiz. Shout out to everyone who's already taken it. Like, oh my God. Thank you guys so much for giving me all the feedback about how fun it is now that's interactive. I'm so glad to be away from the PDF. Thank you so much for that. But make sure you dial into that and read the notes and pay attention to your style and how to really dial into that, right? A lot of time and energy went into that to make shopping for yourself and dialing into your style so super fun and easy and juicy. So with all that said, let's get started. So today's episode, like I said, is really rooted in my color analysis session that I always do with my one-on-one clients. This is everyone's favorite session, and there's no wonder why, because it's just so fun. So you're a lucky girl right now if you're dialing in and listening. Consider yourself invited into the fold. Let's do this. And of course, if you're listening to this and you're like, oh my God, I want to do that, book a call. We can totally do that. Yes, I do these virtually. A really cool system that I invested in 2 years ago, and it's rocking everyone's world. Okay, so let's talk about inherent design patterns, not just your color palette, but your inherent design patterns. Did you know that as a person, as a human, that you have innate design patterns on your body? You have colors and textures and lines and shapes that naturally flow with your body. And when we mimic these or we complement these, we create amazing, visually pleasing experiences with our clothes. And not just for everybody else, but for ourselves as well. Why is this so important? Because when we repeat these patterns on our body and we're matching our physical body, it allows our brain to rest, because our brain, the meaning-making machine that it is always looking for repetition. And when we see things that are repeated, or symmetrical was the word I was looking for, it allows the eye to rest. When things are balanced, like, the sacred geometry, they always say people with the most symmetrical faces are the most attractive, and that's how we pick our mates and different things like that. It allows our eyes to rest. It allows the brain to be like, okay, everything's in order here. I can calm down. And how powerful is that to know that? Because that's not just the person that's looking at you and receiving you. It's you as well, right? When you put together an amazing outfit and you've dialed in to your innate design pattern and you're repeating that on your clothes, you're going to feel more relaxed, because you're going to feel really good, because it's visually pleasing and it's going to make our brains feel calm and connected and all the juicy stuff. So are you ready to dial in? I wore this shirt just for you because it's part of a conversation today, even though it feels very extra. And I hope you can't hear the leather on the audio, but if you're tuning into the YouTube video, you can see my fun leather shirt. But we're not there yet. So let's get back to business. So first up is our color contrast. I think our color contrast is probably more important than our actual color season. You've heard a lot of people talk about their color seasons, right? So the color seasons are like the summer, winter, spring, fall. And a lot of us, well, all of us can be put into a season if we want to be, right? And that helps us understand what colors to pick. Am I a cool tone? Am I a warm tone? Should I put something deep? Should I pick something bright? Should I pick a muted or soft colors, right? That's all fine and dandy, and I love that. At the same time, I don't, because I hate putting people in a box. But this is where the juice comes in, and it's your color contrast, right? What we really want to know is, what are your innate contrast levels on your body? Do you have a low contrast, a medium contrast, or a high contrast? And how can we relate that to your outfit? Let me give you an example. Courtney Cox is the one example I always use for this, because I feel like everybody probably knows who she is, right? From being on Friends and all of that. She has really dark hair, really light skin, and really pretty bright blue eyes, right? Super high contrast. If you turned her photo into black and white, her hair would be really dark, her skin would be really light. When you look at the photo, there's a ton of high contrast. She's going to look best in high contrast outfits. She's going to look amazing in outfits that have really high contrast. She's going to look really good in blacks and whites. She's going to look really good in polarizing colors and patterns, because that's the innate pattern on her body, right? So then let's flip the script. I don't have a good example of this off the top of my head, but someone that has a low contrast is someone whose hair, skin, lips, and eyes are all seemingly like one color. So we can stick with this a little bit. I think Jennifer Aniston, hair color, I have been watching Morning Show like all the time. Her hair and her skin color, right? They're really close together. So she has a lower contrast, obviously a much lower contrast than Courtney Cox, right? So when we put her in really polarizing colors, it wouldn't look good on her because it would overpower her. And then she's not wearing the outfit's wearing her. So that's step one, is really tune into your color contrast. And this isn't just your colors, this is also the patterns that you wear. So if you've ever put on a pattern and you're like, why can I wear this pattern? It's not because of your weight or your height or all of that. I've heard this over and over. It's because of your innate design patterns on your body, right? I've heard a lot of women say, plus size women say, oh, I can just pull this off because I'm bigger, things like that. It's not that, honey. It has everything to do with your contrast and your innate design patterns, right? So we're just going to let that myth go because we don't need another reason to kick up the negative self-talk. So first up is understand your color contrast. The quick, easiest way to do this is to take a photo of yours in this digital age, super easy, and make it black and white. And do you feel like it's a high contrast, a medium contrast, or a low contrast? Awesome. Up next is your inherent colors. Oh my God, this is probably my favorite. And I remember when I was learning about this, when I went back to get certified as a stylist, I was like, just blew my mind, because this is like one of those magical things that you're like, I don't know what makes Beyonce, but she's just so good, right? It's like psychology. It's like the way people talk and the way people move and the way they, wear things and their mannerisms and how their charisma comes through. I feel like this is what this episode is for you. And especially when it comes to inherent colors. So I already mentioned them. And if you know the definition of inherent, then you already know what they are. Inherent means the things that are natural to us, innate to us, ingrained in us, right? They are who we are. These are inherent colors, are our skin, our lips, our eyes, and our hair. When we wear these colors, we appear more natural and approachable. It's kind of like when we match our environments. So today I have on this like olive dark green leather shirt with a big old puffy sleeves. Why did I buy this shirt in olive green? Because it matches my eyes. My eyes are like a real dark, I call them muddy hazel because they're not cute hazel, right? Depending on where the sun is shining, depends on how cute they are for the day. But when I wear green, it really brings out the green. This shirt, this leather, is a really powerful, dominant fabric. These shoulders, if you're watching on YouTube, or you'll probably see the clips on social media somewhere, they're really big. They're super powerful, right? But when I pair this with a color, that's one of my inherent colors, I'm adding a little bit of approachability. And for every single person I've worked with, we want to be approachable, right? Especially if we're in the service industry. Yes, I want to appear as an expert and an authority in what I do. But I also want you to feel like I'm approachable and you can come talk to me about your style, right? We don't want to be so far off and so unapproachable or intimidating, right? If you've ever had anyone tell you, oh, you're so intimidating, start working in more of your natural and approachable colors, your skin, your lips, your hair, and your eyes. You might be thinking, Katie, how do I do that? Book a color analysis and we will do that. We will pull swatches. We will bring this all in and I will tell you how to do it. Because a lot of you might be thinking, how do I wear skin tones? How do I wear lip tones or the color of my hair or the color of my eyes? And that's also why I dyed my hair pink. No, I'm joking. It's not why I dyed my hair pink. It's because I want to do. Anyways, so we've color contrast. We've covered inherent colors, right? So now we know when we match our contrast to our outfits and our patterns, we're super visually pleasing, not to everyone else, to ourselves. Our eye and our mind is rested and calm when we wear our inherent colors. We appear more natural and approachable. Who doesn't want more of that? And now let's talk neutrals. There's 4 elements to this. Did I say that in the beginning? I can't remember if I did, but there's 4 key elements to your color basics, to your color design patterns that are innate to you. And up next is neutrals. And this is probably the number 1 fashion myth that exists. Your neutrals are not black and white. They're not beige. They're not gray, unless you have black and white hair or skin, unless you have gray hair or skin, unless you have beige hair or skin, right? Unless you have actual black hair, black is not one of your neutrals. I'm going to say that again. Unless you have actual black hair, black is not one of your neutrals. Your neutral colors are the color of your skin and your hair. None of us actually have white skin. None of us actually have black skin. We have many different shades, all in between. But unless our hair is black or white, it's not actually one of your neutral colors. Our neutral colors, where we really want to dial into this, is our belts, our purses, and our shoes. I know you're freaking out, and I'm not saying that you can never wear black shoes. That's not what I'm saying. If your neutral is not black and you love the color black and you want to wear black shoes with everything and you're just never quite sure why your outfits don't flow or why they feel disjointed, or if you've ever felt like, I get that a lot of clients say, I don't know, I feel like my style is disjointed. I feel like my closet is disjointed. It's because you're not leaning into your natural design patterns. So let's circle back around to those black shoes. If you're wearing black shoes and you don't have black in your outfit somewhere else, and it's not one of your neutrals, it's not the color of your skin or your hair, or we're just going to say hair, then it's not one of your neutrals. And if it's not in your outfit, it is going to look disjointed, right? If you don't have black in your outfit, then you really need to lean into your neutrals, which are hair tone colors and skin colors. This is how we bring our belts, our purses. Just think of your leather goods. This is how we bring them in and create really, really pulled together outfits that are just polished. I'm going to give you an example. Like when someone says, I don't know, we have on the same exact outfit and this person just looks more pulled together. Or like when I wear that, I can never pull that off. It's these little teeny nuancy things that people aren't paying attention to that just elevate your outfit. I'm not saying, again, don't go throw out all your black shoes. Just consider next time buying a pair of shoes that mimics your hair color, right? So if you have dark brown hair, get the dark brown boots. If you have blonde hair, get the blonde color boots, like the beige boots. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not beige. Get those color boots, right? You can even get like a pinkish skin tone colored boots, right? We want to look for more of those colors as opposed to black, unless we have black hair. Now, if you have black hair or gray hair or white hair, look for those. If your hair is red, look for shades of red in your shoes, in your purses, right? Connect those pieces. That is how you use your neutrals. Right? Navy's not your neutral. Navy's never going to be your neutral unless your hair is navy. Super juicy stuff. So are you like, oh my God, this is amazing. I can't wait to go shopping. Are you like, oh my God, now I know why I'm always gravitated to this cognac boots because they match my hair or my skin perfectly. All right. So speaking of the color black, let's talk about power colors for a minute. So there's 3 main power colors. Obviously, when we think of power colors, we always think of red, but black or white couldn't be your power color, right? Like I said, you're not going to choose black as a neutral unless black is somewhere else in your outfit. And the same goes for white. So why are black and white power colors and not neutrals? Because we can use them to create massive, striking contrast. Then that's a power play, right? So if we have lighter tones, we can wear black and it can be a power play. If we have deeper tones, we can wear white and it can be a power play. And of course, everyone has a red that can also be a power color for them. So the key to power colors is to create a striking visual difference in the contrast. So everything we've talked about so far has really been around creating visual harmony and make it pleasing, right? But when we're going for just straight up power, that's what we're going for. Now, how we can decide what power we want is in the structure of our silhouettes, right? So power comes in many different ways. It can be a soft feminine power. It can be a masculine, let's plan out all of 2024 power, or it can be a creative power, and you get to decide based on the structure of your outfit. But since we're talking about colors, red is that power color. Now, this is where you get into color seasons, and we need to know if it's a warm red or a cool red. Is it a deep red? Is it a muted red? And that's how we determine your power color. So, lady, I hope you enjoyed today's juicy episode. This is just scratching the surface of that. And it's so much easier to do this on a one-on-one basis, to really get in there and show you how you can use these colors and how to pick skin tone colors. That's actually one of my favorite parts, because that's where a lot of people are like, what? I don't get it. And lipstick colors, when we match our inherent lips, that's the easiest way to pick your lipstick shades as well. So go turn your photos into black and white. Understand your color contrast. Get dialed in on those inherent colors, your skin, your lips, your eyes, and your hair. To go into the closet, and if boots are on your wish list this season, let's dial it back in and not just default to buying black boots. Let's pick a pair, or maybe it's a signature purse. Let's pick a pair that will really enhance your hair or your skin and your natural design features. And if you have something really big on the docket for Q1 or Q2 in 2024, what's your power color? How are we going to do this? All right. I hope you enjoyed this super juicy behind the scenes on design patterns and how to unmask them for yourselves episode. If you love today's episode, please rate, review it, and share it with a friend. It's the easiest way to keep the podcast growing and keeping the momentum. And it's the easiest way to put a smile on someone's face. If I do say so myself, I love podcasts, and I love when my friends send me different resources or introduce me to new people and new concepts. So I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. And like I said, if you're interested in getting a color analysis or looking into what this can mean for you and how we can use it to amplify your business and get your wardrobe from disjointed to freaking amazing, then book a style consult, free consult. We can chat. We can see if this is a good fit for you. Everything's in the show notes. And I will see you on the other side.